Time now for Ask the Expert. When it comes to good nutrition, leafy greens, they're among the healthiest of foods.
Unfortunately, about 69% of Americans do not eat enough green vegetables. Listen to Mom. It's having an effect on people's health. Our registered dietitian here, taking the place of Mom, Lori Meyer, here this afternoon. Why do we need to eat our leafy greens?
Because your mom said so.
Okay.
Because, you know, they are one of the healthiest foods. They have so many nutrients, and so many of the nutrients that we're missing in our diet. I mean, vitamins, minerals, phytochemicals, fiber. But they also, there's a lot of great research and 2 new studies that came out. One found that eating leafy greens actually improves the immune cells in your gut particularly, reducing bacterial infections, reducing food allergies, colon diseases, colon cancer, and inflammation. So that in itself a really important reason. The second, and I think we're going to really like the second one also, people who eat the most greens tend to have the less cognitive decline as they get older. So if you want to remember as you get older and have good brain function, start eating your greens and eating them now.
Okay.
The dietary guidelines say about 1.5 cups a week. I think that's too low.
A week?
A week. That's the minimum.
Even a day
minimum
would be
guideline.
easy.
I think we should try to get a little bit more than that.
Okay, but if you are eating your greens like you should be, does it matter if they're raw or cooked when it comes to nutrients?
You know, it kind of doesn't matter, but a lot of it might depend on you. There's a couple of them that you want to have cooked, and we'll kind of go through those. If you're going to cook them, the longer you cook them and the more water you cook them in, the more nutrients you're going to lose, your water-soluble nutrients, vitamin C, potassium, B vitamins. When you cook them, you actually concentrate the nutrients, so there's advantages to both. But I have collards on the end, and I made a collard wrap because that's
like wheatgrass.
That's like the latest thing, is to eat collards and use them as a wrap. They're pretty tough, and I think most people really want to cook that. So that one's probably going to be better cooked. They do contain a substance, though, they're finding actually help reduce cancer and heart disease. So collards, they're thinking, might take the place of kale in the future. I have mustards. Mustards are a pretty tender green. You can eat them raw in a salad. I wouldn't make a whole salad out of mustards, though. They're pretty spicy. They're pretty pungent. But you can cook them. You can eat them raw. Not a problem. Full of nutrients.
The hot green, the sexy green right now.
Kale, and you can make kale chips, and you can eat this raw in salads, and you can eat it cooked.
It's expensive if you buy it made already.
It can, because it's labor intensive. You got to remove the spine from it, and you have to massage the greens if you're going to be making a salad out of it. I made a salad that you can also cheat, and you can saute it a little bit, and that way you don't have to massage it as much. I also have Swiss chard, and spinach both contain something called oxalates or oxalic acid. This will bind calcium, so if you're prone to oxalate calcium stones, this might not be the vegetable you want to eat a lot of, and also you might not want to eat it raw. You might do better cooked.
And humble romaine.
Romaine is the king of the lettuce. It actually has the most nutrients of all the lettuce out there.
I would not
also
guess that.
has some nutrients in it that actually are going to help to aid the liver and the colon. So here I have a salad with the spinach. Spinach, I actually made a spinach frittata. You could use this in any application, though.
Lori, thanks. Smells good in here, too. Got a question for the experts? Email asktheexpert@tmj4.com. If you choose, you may also leave